Hi, grade 3. So, today we're going to talk a little bit about punctuation. I want you to say it with me. Punctuation. 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 Big word. And it means many of the marks that we make in English and in many languages. But today we're going to talk about the name of the punctuations and how to use them. So the most important punctuation is called a period, and it's the dot at the end of the sentences, right? It's very important. We use it all the time. Some people call it an end stop, but in American English, we usually call it a period, right? So you have to put a period at the end of your sentences. The reason we are talking about punctuation is because if you remember, you have to use punctuation marks at the end of your sentences. This is from the rules, the Fab Five for writing, punctuation marks. Okay, so let's talk about punctuation marks. So, the next most common punctuation mark is the question mark, right? And you guys should know this. When we ask a question, we must use a question mark, okay? The next most common punctuation is called a comma. And my class knows sometimes when we put a comma, I might remind them by going swoosh, whoosh. A comma kind of, to me, I try to remind people by going whoosh, right? Comma, whoosh. Okay? Now, some of these other marks, punctuation marks, like quotation mark or apostrophe, right? Apostrophe is when we make a contraction, like can't or wouldn't or don't, okay? We'll talk about another day. We want to talk about two today, the exclamation point. Some people call it an exclamation mark, okay? That's in a sentence when someone is yelling or very excited or just there's a lot of emotion, right? So an exclamation mark. So the most important ones to remember are period, question mark, comma, and exclamation mark or exclamation point. Okay? Now, there's an easy way to remember the big three, the biggest three. The biggest three are the period, exclamation mark, and question mark. Just like in our rules, the Fab Five for writing. So, punctuation, right? Punctuation. So, when I use a period, the period is, it's like pretend the period is saying, I am for telling, right? We're going to make a statement, right? I am telling. The exclamation point or mark is when I am for yelling. I am for telling, I am for yelling, and the question mark, I am for asking. Period, exclamation mark, question mark. I am for telling, say it with me. I am for yelling. I am for yelling. And I am for asking. Now, many of you know this, but it's always good to practice, and we want to make sure everyone in grade 3 knows that I am for telling is a period, I am for yelling is an exclamation mark, and I am for asking is a question mark. Okay? So, I will send this to you just so you have for reference. We want to remember all this stuff. Always know. I am for telling, I'm for yelling, I'm for asking. Period, exclamation mark, question mark. Okay? Now, let's get a little bit of practice looking at a sentence and being able to know if it should have a period, an exclamation mark, or a question mark, right? And you should be able to always do that in the air. Exclamation mark. question mark, whoop, and period. And then a comma is always a sh. Okay? So, sometimes for period I'll go, because you stop, right? When you read a sentence, you stop after you see the period. So, one by one, we're going to go with types of sentences, right? There's the period, statement, okay? Types of sentences. Statements, right? That's what ends with a period, okay? That is the telling. A statement is when you are telling information. Then we have questions, okay? And those are ended with a question mark, right? When we want to ask something. And exclamations, okay? An exclamation is when you end a sentence with an exclamation point. And these are sentences that I am for yelling, right? Even if we're yelling because we're angry, or we're yelling because we're happy, or we're yelling because we're excited, okay? So we're going to do the sentences one by one, all right? And when we do our sentences one by one, please don't read the next sentence, okay? Stay with me, okay? And what I will do is I will just show you, we have something that we'll do after together, okay? So I want you to just listen and respond. So if I say, which one is it? Exclamation. I want you to tell me if something is going to end with the period, exclamation, or question mark, okay? So, let's see if we can get this. I'll keep this like this. Maybe you can see. I'll hold it up, okay? I'll hold it up when you need to guess. Okay, so. Number 1, are you feeling well today? Which punctuation will you use? Are you feeling well today? That's right. For number 1, we'll use a period, exclamation mark, or question mark. Are you feeling well today? Question mark, okay? So we will use a question mark. Number 2, Papa made homemade cookies. Papa made homemade cookies. Are you going to use a period, exclamation mark, or question mark? Good. We're going to use a period because it's a statement, right? And I should put that lower, right? Because we want the period to be kind of next to the sentence, right? We're going to use a period. Okay, so number 3, there's 2 we're going to need, okay? It says, hooray! Jimmy's team won. What punctuation do we need for the first one? Hooray! Hooray! We'll use an exclamation mark. Very good. Jimmy's team won. Which punctuation will we use? Hooray! Jimmy's team won! Now, you think it's a period? Or do you think it's an exclamation mark? That's right. We're still excited. We're still yelling. We're saying, hooray! Jimmy's team won! All right. Number 4. Sorry, number 4. When is your birthday? Will we use a period, exclamation mark, or question mark? When is your birthday? Good. A question mark. Okay? And for homework, I might make you guys write over here. I want you maybe to write the word. Okay? Period, question mark, exclamation mark, right? Or you have to write question, statement, exclamation. Question, statement, exclamation, okay? Number 5. Is this your new TV? Is this your new television? Do we use a period, exclamation mark, or question mark? We're going to use a question mark. Really good. Okay, number 6. Wow, look at the fireworks! Are we going to use a period, exclamation mark, or question mark? Wow, look at the fireworks! Which one's for yelling? Good. An exclamation mark. All right? Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Number 7. It rained all day long. It rained all day long. Period, exclamation mark, or question mark. It rained all day long. That's right. It's a statement, right? So we're going to use a period. Number 8. Have you met my friend Julie? Have you met my friend Julie? Is it a question mark? Does that need a period or an exclamation mark? Have you met my friend Julie? It's going to be a question mark. Good. Let's go a little faster, okay? Number 9. I want to have a bowl of soup for lunch. Do you think it's a statement, an exclamation, or a question? I want to have a bowl of soup for lunch is a statement. You're telling me, right? You're telling. You're not yelling, probably. And if you're yelling, it's probably crazy, right? I want a bowl of soup for lunch. It's crazy. All right, number 10. Can you make it to my birthday party? Can you make it to my birthday party? Is this a statement, a question, or an exclamation? Which punctuation do I put? Am I going to put a period, exclamation mark, or a question mark? Can you make it to my birthday party? We want to put a question mark, right? We want to do a question mark. Number 11. I'm going to do this, okay? I hope you get it fast, okay? Tell me which punctuation I'll use. Ouch! Ouch! Am I asking, telling, or yelling? Yeah, I'm yelling. So we're going to put an exclamation mark. Okay, number 12. Isn't this a beautiful night? Isn't this a beautiful night? Isn't this a beautiful night? Period, exclamation, or question mark? Question mark. We're asking a question. We're asking, don't you think, isn't this a beautiful night? Number 13. That is a very gentle pony. That is a very gentle pony. We're saying a statement, so we're going to put a period. Number 14. Happy New Year, right? Happy New Year. Now, do we say it as a statement or do we say it yelling? Happy New Year! We say it yelling, so we're going to put an exclamation mark. And finally, Sarah ate a slice of pizza for lunch. I hope no one yells that. We're probably telling someone, so we're going to use a period. Okay? Now, what I want you to do for homework is I'll do the first one, but you're either going to write statement, question, or exclamation. So for the first one, is it a statement, question, or exclamation? It's a question, right? So we're going to write the word question, okay? And if you need help, it explains here statements, questions, exclamations. And then it shows you which mark makes it a question, statement, or exclamation. Okay, good luck on your homework.